We are back with another Wuthering Waves video. We're playing Wuthering Waves. Glaive addressed Flip. Hoyoshills are ruining Genshin Impact. This sorry source of a channel made a hit piece on Glaive and Saint. It included one of my clips of complaining about Natlin with one of the most disingenuous arguments. This whole video is an hour full of lies, nonsense, and bro got exposed for inciting Gacha tribalism months ago. Boys, thank you for the follows. I appreciate you. And then he also made a video shitting on Wuthering Waves when he didn't even play it until, watch this, 2 days ago. So this guy's a bum. This guy's a bum. We're seeing the second generation of these dog shit gacha creators who are just doing anything to grasp the straws to incite more tribalism. But while they incite their own version of tribalism, they try to position themselves as a higher spot, thinking that they'll get a fucking contract like Atsu or something. Which, by the way, by the end of this video, will show you the contract terms that they tried to negotiate with my agency, they being Hoyoverse, and I will show you it. It is not the most predatory thing in the world, but it fucking sucks. It was dog shit. So let's get into Glaive's video. He deleted his vids because he's a bitch. Now let's keep it pushing.
So apparently, I have ruined the Genshin community.
What?
Yeah, me.
What?
According to this hour-long call-out video,
What?
which, mind you, features my face and Saintontas' face plastered
face
on a
and
thumbnail like we're
Saintontas'
public
face.
enemy #1.
Bro, I love Glaive, but how do you get into a call with Glaive when he be sounding like this? And then after that, like, yeah, maybe I was going too hard. I mean, maybe I went a little too hard on you. I'm sorry. I love Glaive, but this is what Glaive said. Fuck you, get it. Bro got intimidated by Glaive. Oh, Jesus, fuck. Holy shit. I love you, Glaive. I want to make that very clear.
I am not just wrong, I am dangerous. I'm a manipulator.
Yup.
I am poisoning the community.
Yup,
I am
piece of shit.
single-handedly making people quit the game by
You're also sexy, by the way, Glaive. Sorry.
sharing my opinions. Now,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong,
do
criticism
that.
is fine. If someone disagrees with my take, cool, it happens all the time. But what we're dealing with here isn't just a disagreement, it is misrepresentation. It is cherry-picked clips. It's straight-up misinformation presented
Of course.
as fact, framed around this cartoon villain version of me that doesn't actually exist. So today
Yeah.
we're going to walk through this thing point by point. I will show you what was said, what was actually said, and why this entire
Hit him with a
video
Kendrick. The rabbit hole goes deeper, I promise. Come on, son. His old talk with Tectone, he stumbled a lot. I didn't watch the talk with Tectone, but I generally don't know too much about that drama. I just know that apparently Flip at one point in time was a former minor. So, you know, take that as you will, you know. At one point in time, he was a former minor.
is just one long bad faith attempt
The safe word for him, if he wants me to stop watching this video, if he's lurking, is pineapple. If you want to throw pineapple in chat, I'll stop watching, brother.
to villainize people who criticize his
the
Genshin.
allegation?
Let's get into it. So, Flip opens his video saying he wants to start a discussion about gacha tribalism, specifically from the POV of a long-time Hoyoverse player. Fair enough, he
Yeah.
thinks the community is going downhill
Pineapple.
because creators are stoking toxicity, hyping up imaginary enemies, and turning viewers into rage bait machines
doggy?
just for clicks. He even flat out calls himself a Hoyoshill and says he is here to defend Hoyoverse. What a noble cause. He also talks about how we deserve better content.
Wait. Yo, holy fucking shit, son. Bro got the retard award. Yo, you know what? Fuck him, man. Fuck him, brother. Holy shit. What's good, Squeeze?
Noble cause. He also
Yeah,
talks
Dawa is
about how
very
we
proud of
deserve
him.
better content in the gacha space.
Holy
Less
shit.
lying, more honesty, fewer dumb gacha wars, more peace and understanding. He claims that the
More peace and understanding, less lying, less gacha wars. What is bro's most popular fucking videos? Him shitting on people. You know? Him shitting on people. Thank you for the follow, brother. I appreciate you. His most popular video, the two of them is shitting on these two people. Seka again, Vars again, Mtash again. Right here. That's his most popular. Here, Zajef. Yeah. We want real good content. Fucking you apply hydro with pyro, and with skirk you only use 3 ice or water characters. There you go. I just saved you 37 formulas in a spreadsheet, or in your words, a spreadsheet. You're welcome.
The space has always been toxic, but that Wuthering Waves and Natlan somehow cranked things up to a whole new level.
Genshin has been around for the longest, in which it's had its fair share of extremely toxic discourse over its years, but ever since the release of Wuthering Waves, as well as Natlan, I feel like it's been taken to a whole other level.
Okay, so let me jump in. First of all, you might hear me jokingly call myself a Kurobot. That is fine. At this point, it is basically a badge of honor with how often people throw it at me. But here is the key difference. You will never catch me lacking, proudly standing on a podium saying, I defend Kuro games. Hell no. I don't even stand my—
If Glaive, listen guys, if you ever see me make a title or start a video by saying in defense of Koro games, I want you to fucking shit on me and bully me because you've lost the plot. Koro Games is a multi-billion-dollar company now. They have backed by Tencent. Hoyo is a multi-billion-dollar company. You got like let's slow down. Let's calm down. This shit is fucking pathetic. And once again, the reason why it's pathetic is because it's creators like you, Flop, who try to villainize anyone else that is not you, to put yourselves in a position of higher stature to gain more views and more fandom for Genshin, because you and I both know Genshin content creation sucks fucking dick. And you just started playing Wuwa. And in Glaive's stream, before I knew the full context, I was supporting that. Play both. Sure, play Wuwa. I don't give a fuck. But you are desperate for views and desperate for attention. And you're seeing people around you getting more views that you're like, holy fuck, these people, I deserve it. That's the only reason people do this. That's why Enviosity did that shit. That's why Ratsu did that shit. That's why a lot of other Hoyo creators put down anyone. I've had people put me down. I've had people fucking not associate with me because I don't like this dog shit stuff anymore. It's fucking pathetic. And you're a 21-year-old man apparently. That's what Chad is saying. You're 20, 21 years old. You don't know that. You're fucking pathetic. ×2. But as you said, I don't car. Let's continue.
My own government,
Bully
let alone
King.
a game dev.
Giggle.
What I do is correct
Giggle.
misinformation. I set the record straight. I am not here running PR for Kuro,
insane.
and I'm not gonna lie to protect them. That is corny as hell.
bro.
Now about the whole, you guys are using your audience by keeping them angry thing.
And how a lot of creators in the space are using you and keeping you angry at nothing and nobodies, whilst they benefit from all the engagement and attention.
Do you realize that same logic applies to your video too? I could flip that on you and say, hey
Oh,
Flip,
I
aren't you
can
riling
flip.
people up against creators? Aren't you saying
Get
you're
'em.
lying to viewers and
Fuck
think that
him
they're
up,
dumb
Glaive.
just to
Fuck
farm
him up.
outrage and build
Yup.
engagement? If I'm using my audience, then what do you call making a whole hour video ranting at a straw man of angry Kuro defenders? And look, let's not—
Dude, he dropped this video, and Genshin Impact the next day proceeded to drop the worst sorry excuse of a Genshin artifact loadout system ever. That game progressively being dog shit and getting the most minimal love and quality of your life, and motherfuckers eat that shit up and suck Dawei's dick so hard for that. I hope that game never gets good. I do. I hope it never gets good. Because y'all motherfuckers are so insufferable now. I can only imagine what will happen if they add a fucking save button on that dog shit artifact system. Bro legitimately went to bat in defense of Hoyoverse, and they fumbled so badly on a system. All they did was add a second preset to the save preset function, and you can't even customize it. Y'all motherfuckers are so cooked and so mentally fucking ill, and you don't even realize, as someone who's been in the space for at least 3+ years, that they started with HSR, and HSR Genshin Impact War started. You're a fucking idiot. I just don't get it. If ever, it'll never get a skip button. It won't. It won't get anything. I hope it doesn't get anything good. Fuck that shit, bro. I played that game for 1,200 hours. I think the community, they don't even want stuff. Like, they don't even want quality of life. They defend it in the state it's in now because they like eating shit. They eat plates and plates and plates of shit, and they're like, oh, wow, that was really good. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Ethan made a 40-minute video breaking down the critiques of why Genshin Impact is bad and how to fix it. No, he's just being misinformed. He wants to farm hate. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, like, sure, yeah, that's exactly it. You know, when I dropped a fucking video right? Talents, weekly boss mats, crowns, chronicle wish, standard banner, chest, artifact loadouts, artifact transmitter, sanctifying elixir, resin banks, events, storytelling, endgame. I break down each problem bar for bar and why the game is fucking dog shit, how to fix it as someone who's played the game for 1,200 hours. Sadly, I'm like fucking Sekapoko Jr. over here. And nah, you know, you're doing it to rile hate. You're a fucking bum, bro. Like, you're a fucking bum. Like, you congratulations. I was wrong the other day. I said one take can't fucking ruin your career. Nah, bro. It did. You're a flop. You're a fucking bitch. Let's keep it going.
Act like you're new to this.
Holy
the top
shit.
8 most popular videos in your channel,
There you
half
go.
of them are you calling
Yep.
people out. In this video that
Like,
I'm
what the
responding
fuck?
to, the top performer out of your last 10, you are
Jesus
eating
fuck.
good off the drama slop, just
Yes,
like the rest
sir.
of us. Let's not pretend you're some moral high ground samurai slicing through the toxicity with
Fucking
truth and honor.
God, bro. Let me show you morals. Come on, show me. Yo, Glaive is fucking stupid. Yo, fuck it. You see, bro, with you? Yeah, it was like Pokemon's
You
good
are in
game.
the pit with
What's
the rest
point?
of us.
It's
Now,
not-
about the
it's so
claim that
stupid,
Wuthering
Drax.
Waves and
It's so
Natlan
dumb,
made
Drax.
things worse than before, that is just not true. What if the reason you're only feeling that because the dynamic has shifted? Genshin doesn't have the monopoly anymore. We have real competition now.
Well, it has a
Multiple games
monopoly,
are
but
on
yeah, I
the
get what you're
table,
saying.
and some of them are doing what Genshin refused to do for years. And that power shift, that sting that you're feeling, that is not new toxicity. That is just you realizing that Genshin isn't untouchable anymore. And for the record, Genshin discourse has always been hell. Remember the anniversary meltdowns?
Let's start with the most creative and wholesome approach to this, which was spamming the Discord with Chi-Chi stickers laying down, right? Prompting the moderators to enable slow-mo.
Yeah,
You can
audio
only
change
post a
is
message every
crazy.
10 minutes because the spam was ridiculous. And the great thing about this is that they can't delete it because they made the sticker, right? Which is
Chi-Chi down,
very
boys.
creative.
Remember Zhongli pre-buff? Don't gaslight people into thinking Wuthering Waves is no longer the
Okay, all right. I
Because
guess
they
he just
made
recorded
the
that after.
sticker, right? Which is very
Hello, I'm under the water. Please help me. Please help me.
creative.
Remember Zhongli pre-buff? Don't gaslight people into thinking Wuthering Waves is the reason the space is wild now. The space has always been wild. You just don't like the fact that Genshin is no longer the center of it. Now this is
Yup.
where Flip really starts throwing
Yup.
accusations. According to him, everything started with basic comparisons between Wuthering Waves and Genshin.
Yup.
You know, the normal stuff. Who does the exploration better? Who has the better combat? That kind of thing. But then apparently, me and Saintontas came in and poisoned the well, championing hatred towards Hoyoverse as a way to protect Wuthering Waves from criticism. His words, not mine.
First, there was just comparisons from both sides of the games talking about which aspects of each they thought the games did better, but then there have been 2 creators in particular that have pretty much championed hatred towards Hoyoverse as a way to shield criticisms from Wuthering Waves. Those creators
Dude, Saint's critical of the game, and so is Glaive, right? So am I. So is Cap. So was Ithoma when he played it. Heck is Jenna. Gacha Smack. I got canceled twice in 1 month. Again, it just boils down to trying to paint a narrative that you are superior because you're inferior and you are lacking the confidence as a creator. And that's the hard truth. That's the cold truth. And that might sound very mean, but it's the reality. Because only people who do this are insecure, right? You don't actively make a hit piece on someone, lie about multiple creators, and then lie about situations and omit tons of information, and then back down immediately if you knew you were wrong. Wait, I might have fucked that up, but you know you're wrong, right? Like, it's just, it's just insane. It's just fucking insane. Like, that this is legitimately really fucking happening. Also, what's good, bro? Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Gacha Smack dunks on every game? Absolutely. I do too. The weirdest thing about Hoyo creators is some of them will be like, why are you shitting on my game? Why don't you like any of them? Because they fucking suck. That's it. They fucking suck. Like, objectively, the artifact loadout is trash. Objectively, power creep and HSR is dog shit, and they created global passives. Objectively, miasma is not a good mechanic, and it's on the path of going downhill. I don't create the environment, Hoyoverse does. I do commentary on it. So guess what? If Hoyoverse has positive fucking content and it's actually fucking solid, guess what I'm going to do? Give it a W. W's in the chat. If it's fucking trash, I'm going to say it's trash. If Wuthering Waves is dog shit, shit, I'm going to say it's dog shit, as I've done multiple times repeatedly on my channel, on my Twitch streams. So has Saint and so has Glaive. This dude's a fucking tourist in his own space. He's a tourist in his own space. I pushed that back. It's objectively. Sure, whatever. I don't care if you push back. Hoyo replacing Paimon and Kaching was a WVA. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome, by the way. Absolutely. I paid $200 to play 2. Yeah, bro. Also, when he's like in his video, he's like, why don't you just buy the character? Okay, let's look at the pull income for this patch, by the way. Natlin, dude, there's a leak Twitter. There's a leaked Twitter account with the pull income. Hold on a second. Let me pull this up. Yeah, just pull the new character. You don't have to use the Thorianth. How about you just pull the character? Yeah, with my... Okay, let's do math. So they gave out 130 pulls in 5.0, right? It's going to take you 90 plus 90, 180 pulls. Well, minus 130. Bam. You lose your 50-50. You're not at hard pity. You only have 50 pulls left. Okay, let's take this patch per patch. I now am 50 pulls away from a 5-star. Well, the next patch only gave me 69. So I'm able to get the 5-star, but now I'm left over with 19 pulls. Okay, cool. 19 pulls left. Now I'm back at 0 pity. And the next patch gives me 91. By the way, we're not including any weapons. We're only pulling characters, right? I'm only pulling characters. Okay, 19 pulls. Well, I got 91 more. Oh, wow, would you look at that? 110. Doesn't even fucking guarantee you the character. Doesn't guarantee you the weapon. Do you see the pattern? Well, why don't you just pull the character? It's very simple. Why don't you pull the character, Ethan? You fucking... Why are you sucking dick, bro? Like, why are you sucking dick? Like, Dawei's dick. Like, that shit's dirty. Like, Dawei's dick is dirty as fuck. So, like, it's... What are you doing? Like, the fuck are you doing, bro? This shit is so dumb. Bro's logic is so fucking flawed that if you would have looked at the pull income for just 5.0 alone, your fucking logic makes no sense. You don't even have enough to guarantee one or the other in any of those patches. You don't even have to, like, you now have to still fucking worry about a weapon. Fuck is bro talking about?
Just being Saintontas and Glaivekiyo.
Holy
The bulk of
shit.
both of these creators' channels is just being overly critical of Hoyoverse games and its players, as a way to give criticism about the games they once loved.
And then he hits
Have you
me
considered
with
they
this
love
laundry
sucking
list
dick?
of
There's nothing
reasons
wrong
why
with
I
sucking
apparently
dick,
have
but...
no right to criticize Genshin. Says I don't even play the game anymore, and uses the fact that I got my Genshin gameplay footage from other YouTubers as proof.
Now for Glaivekiyo, my proof for him not really playing the game is going to come from the fact that all his gameplay is seemingly just stolen from other channels. Searching one of the UIDs in one of these videos leads me to this channel, where the creator isn't credited in the video.
Also brings up a
Yo, what's
stream
good,
title
Milk? What's
I
good,
did,
brother?
hate
How
watching
you
the
feeling, man?
5.6 live stream, and a clip of me reacting to the new artifact reroller, trying to paint the whole thing as me just foam at the mouth hating on the game to farm views and appeal to anti-Genshin viewers. First of all, the daily commission point, that is an L on my part. I came back for the Natlin stuff. I played...
It's not an L. If you don't play the game, you don't have the commission points. It's not an L. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not a fucking L. We're not conceding to this point. It's bullshit. If you don't play the fucking game, you log back in, you don't have the daily commissions. Why can't they just fucking make it normal like that? Use your condensed resin. Bam. It's done. That's it. I mean, if you want to say it's an L, sure, whatever. But that doesn't mean, like... Dams plays my account, so my account probably has commission points. But if I don't have someone playing my account, I have no commission points. They're gone. Why are we saying an L? You know what I mean? Like, it's just bullshit. Fucking system still sucks. Congratulations. You only have to open like 3-4 chests to have the commission points. So if you play the game, it's fine. Sure, I guess. But I don't want to do the fucking commissions. And that means I have to go look for chests. I don't know where the chests are. Where am I going to go find 3 chests? I just realized that I got a sub. Yo, I appreciate you. See, I was good, brother. Welcome in, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Where do I find those 3 or 4 chests? What if I've already fucking got chests? I got to go on a manhunt now? Like, I either got to fucking find 3 or 4 chests. If you haven't played, they'd be everywhere. I mean, like, it depends on your stopping point, right? If I'm in Mondstadt or fucking Sumeru or some shit, like, I got to go actively look for chests. And if you have explored, then you have hundreds of points. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But I think at the end of the day, if we want to say that encounter points are a good system. Again, it's a mediocre system that is inferior to the other Gacha games right now. I know how someone has 3,000 points. I mean, that person's probably playing a lot, though, right? Or actively playing like crazy. But sure. You get points by doing story quests, hangouts, but again, no skip button if I'm short on time. Yeah, I agree. Counterpoints are mediocre. It's just mediocre as fuck. This is not a Gacha moment, right? It's not a Gacha moment.
For a bit, and I didn't even notice the 4.8
character,
change. I said in my video, Hoyoverse is still making the traveler run around deliver food. It was because that was the daily commission that I was getting. It was immersion breaking, and it looks like my editor put an event graphic on screen. But what I really meant was the fetch quest daily missions. My bad. It wasn't me trying to lie. I genuinely didn't clock it. But I hope that doesn't mean you throw out everything else.
Also, apparently points reset on big patches. I don't know. I don't play the game like that. I don't. Although I'm gonna try Skirk a little bit later.
I said in that video because I stand by the rest of the criticisms. Second, yeah, the gameplay footage wasn't mine. I have editors. I told them, use Genshin gameplay in the background, and they pulled footage from somewhere. I didn't really care where it came from. I didn't think twice about it. That is just B-roll. But the fact that you tracked down the UID to try and disprove me is a little bit weird. But hey, I respect the—
It's not weird. It's virgin energy. The guy needs to go outside and get some dick or pussy, like whatever you prefer. Like it's not normal. That's like literally not normal.
Hustle. That is dedication. Now for this, they don't even play the game argument. I played Genshin for 4 years. Do you think I magically unlearned all my criticisms the moment I uninstalled it? The things that made me quit are still in the game today. You want me to name them? There is still—
Guys, don't say that word. Don't say J*B. Don't say that. Don't say that word. That's a bad word. That's a slur. That's a slur for the Gacha community. Employment/job is not a good word to be using around these people, okay? Keep in mind. But I am kind of curious. So it's been about a year since I've played this game consistently. About a year. Let's see if any of these have changed, right? I'm just curious. Talents haven't changed. Weekly boss mats hasn't changed. Crowned hasn't changed. Chronicle Wish, I don't even remember my criticism. Oh, it doesn't last long enough. Hasn't changed. Standard Bannered hasn't changed. Chest, I think they give like maybe 10 to 20 Primo Gems in Natla now. Yippee, I'm going to go fucking come. Hasn't changed. Artifact loadouts, dog shit. Artifact transmitter, I think they did change that. I'll give them credit there. Sanctifying Elixir, I think the acquisition of those are still really locked mainly behind paywalls. Resin Bank is not there. Events, storytelling, endgame hasn't changed. So I uploaded this video in January 28, 2025, and I haven't played this game consistently for a year plus. About 95% of this has not changed. This is what I mean by disingenuous arguments to paint people out as just trying to fucking shit on the game to shit on the game. These people are fucking stupid. It's horrible. It's horrible. And then you're mean if you fucking address them and roast them. It's like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Just shut the fuck up. Go and enjoy your fucking new Paimon VA and play your fucking games and don't get involved with bullshit because you can't fucking handle it. Holy shit.
Still no skip button. You still gotta go to Catherine to get your commission rewards. There is still no working artifact loadout system until now. And even now it is half-baked. Still no remote crafting. No resin overflow. The day-dated domains. Tell me, which one of those got fixed after I quit? It's none of them. Genshin is a 5-year-old game. It shouldn't still be taking steps in the right direction. At this point, it should be sprinting. But here you are, Flip, celebrating it for finally doing what Wuthering Waves did in under a year. Flip says that you can't criticize something you don't play. No, you can't criticize something you don't understand. I understand Genshin intimately, painfully, and that's why I can criticize it. That is why my takes come from a place of actual disappointment, not clout chasing. And as for your claim that I'm just trying to appeal to my confirmation bias that Genshin does nothing right, the clip you pulled of me reacting to the artifact reroller, you took that way out of context. I actually think that the system is fantastic. You can prioritize 2 substats, getting 2 guaranteed rolls within those 2 substats. That is better than what most gacha games offer. But my reaction? That was because it rolled double flat defense.
Oh my god, it's like being able to resurrect an artifact.
Oh, you see that? You see that? You see that? Now shut the fuck up! It got prioritized. It still went to double defense. This game can fucking die. Fuck this game.
Bro, that is literally the funniest clip on Twitch, man. Like if you take that shit literal, not only are you tone deaf, but maybe you really do have the tism. You know what I mean? Like if you really thought that was literal, you didn't know. I know. I thought he was. When gulp. When Glaive yells, I get a little scared. I'm going to be honest with you. It gets a little scared with me because he's always such a nice femboy. But then his beautiful, luscious cheeks, they fucking get filled with anger and rage. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, what the fuck? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He fucking yelled about a fucking, like, okay. Like, are you dead ass? This means he hates the game. This means he's disingenuous. Holy shit. Grok, put him outside. Grok, go fucking give Flip like a girlfriend or something.
It got prioritized.
Like, holy shit.
This game could fucking die. Fuck this game.
Yo, legit. This is what it
English,
is.
motherfucker, do you speak it? Yes. Then you know what I'm saying.
Yo, like what the
It's still went
fuck?
to double defense.
What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double
Free
dare you,
English course.
motherfucker. Say
It's
And
crazy.
let's be real, anyone who plays this
Dude,
game
Angie
knows that
femboy.
pain. That is
Angie
not
femboy.
hating, that is just being human. How else do you
Holy
want me to
shit.
react? Genuinely asking. It went double defense. Like, what do you want me to do? You say that I'm not going in with an open mind, that I'm just digging stuff to hate on, but you're doing the exact same thing to me. You looked at my stream titles. Hate watching the Genshin livestream. Fair, the title sounds loaded, but what you didn't show your audience was the actual stream.
This is what I said before the clip.
I'm gonna
You
say
make
it now.
sound like you're in prison.
I'm going back to
Anyway,
Genshin
You also
5.8.
mentioned something about
I'm going back.
targeted artifact
I'm going back.
enhancement
I have watched every single Genshin live stream since 1.2. I always hope the new patch will impress me. And
Yeah, I
in that
agree with you,
stream where
CL,
I
it's
hate
dog
watched
shit. It's
Genshin
ass.
live stream 5.7, I said
Dog
that I
shit.
plan to play it. I was excited. I just didn't make a video about it. You judged the book by its cover. You took a clip out of context and let it fuel your narrative that I'm some bitter Wuthering Waves stan here to hate for content. But I have never once shielded Kuro games from criticism.
Oh,
I
Glaive,
called
you
them
suck
out
with
when
Carlotta
things
there,
sucked.
bro.
I
Holy
called them
fuck.
out when things needed change. And I have seen Saint do the same. Maybe you missed those videos, or maybe you just didn't care to include them. And I'm sure you
Absolutely.
did that for good reasons.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm building my PC. My PC's almost built, so then I'll be able to play Wuwa so I can make fun of it.
Why do you play a game? Why are you going to go into the game with the attitude of, I'm going to make fun of it? Why not go in with like a better attitude? That's a bad attitude you have.
That's a bad out of turn.
Because the Wuwa community is annoying.
Did they bullied you? You're spite
they bullied
driven.
me.
He retarded, dude. I wonder why he thinks the woo-woo community is annoying. Maybe it's because he made a video. Maybe it's because he made a video about, where is it? He made a video about Wuwa before Wuwa was released and before playing it. Yeah, I don't know, man. Me personally, I feel like if you're gonna make a video preying on the downfall of a video game before you play it, / potentially before it released, you know what I mean? I agree with you, Milk. I agree with you as well. I can see why people don't fuck with you, you know? Yo, what's going on, Bolo? I appreciate you. Boys, thank you for the follows today. Thank you. I can see why people don't like you. I know why I don't like you. Like, it's been very clear. Like, literally, I liked you for about 10 seconds when I watched a couple minutes of you and Glaive talk, and I got the glue. I was like, holy fuck, this guy's an asshole. You know, bro stepped in the kitchen and got burned. He pulled, listen, man. But bro's a fucking bitch.
In Spider-Man 2, you're
Another
able to
one.
web sling and fly all
Oh
over
my
the place
God.
with web wings at lightning fast
Oh my
speeds.
God,
because
bro.
the objectives in the Spider-Man open world are
Dude, this is where he took my clip of saying Nalen is a nation of greed, it's not the nation of war. And he's like, well, in Spider-Man you could fucking fly, and in Elden Ring you could jump. And then he used a clip of some dude's Elden Ring footage that had 100 views from 3 years ago. First of all, you pay $60 for both those fucking games. In Genshin Impact, it take up to $400 per fucking character. That's more than any DLC, like 5, 6 subsequent DLCs for both of these games. These are AAA fucking games that are paid to be experiences. And by the way, all the exploration in Spider-Man's completely fucking free. Elden Ring, you jump with your fucking horse. What do you get with that? Some dumb parkour funny moments. That's not what Elden Ring is about. This is what I'm saying. It's the most fucking disingenuous framing. And his audience is like, wow, that's really cool. Wow, thank you. Someone said this. Holy fucking shit, bro. Like, holy shit. Like, what the fuck is bro talking about? This is why I was like, dude, you're actively killed your own credibility with your lack of knowledge, critical thinking, and dog shit fucking takes within one fucking day. Congratulations, J-Mo. Welcome in, brother.
different levels of verticality, and some of the activities like
I think
chasing
he's
cars
never
and-
seen a Spider-Man movie before. Guys, I'm gonna give you a fucking hot take. Spider-Man fucking swings around with web slingers. What the fuck?
involve you having to move at these speeds, so it makes sense why the traversal in this game is like
Holy
this.
shit.
But when you get to a game like Elden Ring, this is the most of your exploration experience. Look at this bullshit! Why is my Tarnish not able to fly and grapple up those buildings? Why don't I get power-ups that allow Torrents to jump indefinitely? From Software clearly doesn't respect you or your time as a player if they think you're going to be okay with this.
Either way, this narrative that we're just using Hoyoverse hate to deflect, that is not the full story, and you know it. So Flip keeps the energy going by saying the funniest thing about me and Saintontas is that we are constantly getting things wrong, specifically because live streams don't show the full picture of an update, which is fair if we didn't already know that. Then he pulls up
This video took him 2 months, I believe. At least 1 month. Not Glaive. It took Flip 1 month. 1 month. 1 month at least, bare minimum. Bare minimum. 2 months. Okay, 2 months. And then folded instantaneously and says, I don't car. It's like, you is how he always, the funniest part about Ethan is I was getting it wrong. However many months it took this motherfucker to make this video, it's, yo, what's good, Sai? What's good, brother? It's bad, man. He's talking about because Natlan is difficult to explore. You need Natlan characters but you don't need them outside of Natlan since it's easier to explore. His point is still dog shit because the fact of the matter is it feels like an episode of Mean Girls, which I said in my fucking video or multiple videos where I buy a character and they work extremely well in one region, and then the other regions they fucking function like everyone else. So it feels like a waste of money, time. Also, the fucking Saurians are dog shit. Hold on a second. All right, boys. So one of the big things, again, we'll probably get to it eventually later on in the video, but as someone brought in my chat, is that obviously, you know, the Saurians are available. Well, I want to show you something. You let me know if you're able to do this exact thing with the Saurians, which increases your exploration tremendously by about 3,000%. And if you say it doesn't, you're a fucking liar. So let's just do this right now. So if I go on Mualani right now, right? All right, so I go Mualani. Dope. Okay. Are you telling me I could swap to other characters? Oh, this cutscene fucked me up. You can tell me I could swap to other characters? Wait. What, I could swap? What, I could swap to other characters? What, I could fucking swap to other units? Mid-air? Are you kidding me? Wait, what? Mid-air and on land I could swap? And then I ran out because this game fucking sucks, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, cool. Great fucking game design. Really amazing. I would love to see the Saurians fucking swap around on land and in air with a million other fucking abilities. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Only in Outland, by the way. They could have just made a phlogiston bar. Go elsewhere. It would trivialize the old content. Well, then don't you think maybe that means that the old content was artificially difficult and you had to fight fucking demons in order to obtain any type of access to any of these other dog shit fucking mechanics to get loot? But if they would trivialize that, then that means it's fucking bad? What the fuck? Like, holy shit.
An older video where Saintontas reacted to my video, specifically the one where I called 5.4 a filler patch, and talked about how Genshin's filler patches have only gotten worse over time. He uses this video as some kind of masterclass in shallow criticism and says we misrepresent the community, like we are just cherry-picking bad takes and ignoring the full spectrum of player sentiment.
Saintontas made a video reacting to Glaive's video calling 5.4 a filler patch and explaining how Genshin is making them worse over time. So let's go ahead and use this video to show how shallow the criticisms given are, as well as how much these people love to misrepresent the community. Most story quests in Genshin are around 2 to 3 hours long or shorter, which seems to be about the same length as most companion quests in WoW. Quests released could have simply been put off because people are busy in real life.
His first piece of proof, a Reddit post I reference. He says that it had less than 1,000 upvotes in one of the biggest gaming subreddits.
He used an Elden Ring video. He used an Elden Ring video that had 100 to 300 views. I don't remember exactly how much views it had, but Flip literally used an Elden Ring video with less than 500 views. This has 615 upvotes, and this whole thing is a very normalized discussion people have in the community among a lot of content creators and just normal people. Wow, a dry patch does allow me to catch up on other bullshit. It's very, very fundamentally known, and feigning ignorance to that is fucking sad. Leave my multi-billion-dollar company alone. That's what all this shit is, man. It's so fucking sad, bro. I hope that he gets some sort of paycheck. I really do. I hope that genuinely he's that $200, $300 off this video was worth it. I do. You know, maybe Hoyo will reach out to him. When we get to the contracts, I'll bring up mine. that they
Reddit,
offered
and
me
then
that I
makes a
declined.
snarky jab about how I probably cut that part out for totally good reasons.
First, it has less than 1,000 upvotes in one of the biggest gaming subreddits, which I'm sure Glaive cut out for totally good reasons.
Yeah, for sure.
Good reasons.
Ah, shit. Heading for a game.
Okay, so yes, I do have a good reason. I have
No ice,
editors.
it melted.
I don't personally crop out Reddit upvote counts like it's some kind of war crime, but even if I did include it, I wouldn't have cared. Because guess what? A post having fewer upvotes doesn't make it invalid. Just like how your video having 30,000 plus views doesn't magically make your arguments airtight. Numbers is not the truth. But since you clearly love scoreboard watching, here is one for you. Mujin made a post that got over 700,000 views, 19,000 likes, and over 1,000 retweets. And guess what the comment section was flooded with? Some people begging for filler patches. Some even praised Genshin for having dry patches because it lets them catch up and breathe. So
Holy
is
fucking
it valid
cod.
now? Or are
Holy
we only allowed
fucking
to cite
cod.
Reddit if the like count passes your personal approval rating? And
Holy
then he tries
fucking
to discredit
cod.
the Reddit post again by saying it's a year old and literally
Yo, holy fucking card moment. What a dumb bitch. Holy fucking card. Oh my god. Bro. Yo. W Glaive, what a fucking moron,
titled
son.
unpopular opinion.
Second, it's from a
Holy
year ago,
shit.
which if this was the only example you could find, shows how this isn't a sentiment widely accepted in the community. And the title of the Reddit post is literally unpopular opinion because it
my
goes against what
God.
majority of the community thinks.
People say
because they were
unpopular
busy
all
with
the
real life
time.
stuff.
Dude, if you don't think people say unpopular opinion because they don't want to get they don't want to get like attacked. It's like, wow, well, this is a hot take that I'm going to give, or this is an unpopular opinion. So that way they use it as like a coping mechanism in case people don't like it. People say that shit all the fucking time. Someone just fucking said it on my Kick Chat 3 minutes ago. Go back into the fucking VOD. Holy Lord. They deserve a replay? Like, Jesus, fuck. Dude. Hopefully they don't get
Mr. Former Minor, the filler patch
job.
debate has been going on since the first time it happened. You can go watch old Tectone videos from 1.x. The same exact conversation happens every time Genshin slows down. There is always a focal group saying, I need this break so everyone else should too. Just because the Reddit post is a year old doesn't mean the debate is. Some arguments are timeless, especially when the game is still dealing with the same problems. And then he hits me with, if you actually read the Reddit post, and then goes on to cite the Reddit post, which, bro, did you even watch my video? Because literally in the first minute, I showed that post and said exactly what it is. Players who hate filler patches, and players who are thankful for them. And you even played a part of it in your video, and then acted like I didn't say it. What are we doing here? He also jumps on Saintontas for talking about long Genshin story quest, and says, actually, Wuthering Waves has similar story quest lengths, and like, okay, I never said it was a length problem. I like long story content. I do. What I don't like is the yap fest with walls of dialogue that lead
delete
nowhere,
Hoyoverse.
boring
Don't dead
NPC
ass, bro.
quests
Let's
and
go
characters
off.
taking
Let's
5
go
minutes
off.
to say something that could have been said in a single text box. And then Paimon repeats all of it. I am not asking for short,
shit.
I am asking for engaging.
Something's in my ass.
I don't think that's
Nation of the War, by the way. That's Nation of the War. That's the Nation of the War. Yeah, the 1,000 Saurians that died off screen really affected me. And then when one NPC died, gulp, that one really hurted. And then when they supposedly killed off one main character, by the way, and then after that immediately retconned the death and said that he's alive, that one really made me fucking, like, that was crazy. Like, that one was insane. Like, okay. Yeah, Nation of the War, my fucking ass, bro. Nation of the War, my fucking ass. Maybe I'm doing a subathon in like a week or two. Maybe like the subathon goal will be to do the story, but I'm good. Not Hutao. No, Cappuccino. He was dead, and then they teased that he's alive, and also Hutao didn't die either, right? And then I think it was Chaska's sister or some fucking dumbass NPC died. Oh my god, the NPC that we interacted with 5 times! And then the 3,000 Saurians died. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. This ain't no fucking Nation of the War. It's not. It's fucking not. This shit was built up to be a fucking catastrophic, cataclysmic fucking spot, and it wound up just being a bunch of fucking Saurians. What the fuck? She also got died reviving Lancerite? Shit, probably, man. I wouldn't be surprised, bro. You know? I don't feel emotional invested in any Gacha characters because they will never die. Well, guess what? Hey, there you go. Genshin is the Gacha sphere's Coco Melon. Kind of explains why shills are addicted. I don't know, man. It's Hoyoverse is the Nintendo, and then these people who just mindlessly defend the company are people who like just won't. Yeah, Smash Brothers is my favorite game. It's like, okay, that doesn't mean that fucking Nintendo's good, right? Like, Nintendo's fucking dog shit. They're horrible to content creators. They're horrible to so many people. Like,
it's a hard concept to grasp. And then Flip defends the new Natlan designs and aesthetics by saying, actually, there are lore reasons, because ancient dragons were so close to the
also, the lore reasons don't matter if A, they're not explaining main story quest, and B, even if they supposedly were, but he said it was explaining a side quest, lore reasons doesn't mean shit. They all fucking look dog shit. They don't fit in with the region, and it makes no sense. I'm gonna give you a fucking spoiler. They just made a robot. The next character's a fucking robot. Nation of War. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
the region and blah 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 blah.
Please,
sure,
son.
lore reasons. But here's the thing, just because there's a lore reason doesn't mean it is good writing. You are telling me
Like,
we waited years for the war-focused
I
nation
can't.
of Natlan,
Like, I can't.
only to get dinosaur Disneyland, latex bike suits, roller skating DJs. When we showed up to Natlan, we didn't find conflict, we found dance parties. You can
Yup.
slap whatever justification you
What an
want on
ensemble?
it, but it
Yeah,
still
no,
clashes
deadass.
wildly with everything this region
It's your
was
artistic
marketed to
band
be.
class.
You can't sell a nation as the one defined by
What the
conflict
fuck?
and raw power, the nation
Nintendo
of
ruined
war,
Smash?
and
Oh,
then drop
absolutely.
us
They fucked
into
it up.
Mickey Mouse
They fucked it up.
Clubhouse and go, wait, there is lore for it. That is not
Oh.
fixing the problem. That is
Yo, Lumine hitting the Dougie, though. Teach me how to Dougie. The reason why Lumine is hitting the Dougie is because back in '86, where when Tevat had the Great First War, you know, the Dougie was the nation's response once the dragon died. They were celebrating with the Dougie. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I think I'd quit all the gachas. Yo, fucking Austin, I don't blame you. The Dougie lore, boys. That's why she was hitting the Dougie. That's why she was hitting the Dougie, because back in Tevat, when the dragon was slain, that's what they were, you know. So it's like a representation of their bloodline. What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
just coping. It is a fact that a lot of people were disappointed by the Natlan reveal. It is not just Saint. It is not just me.
Yo,
Go
what's good, Rev? I
scroll
appreciate
through
you.
social media, Reddit, even the YouTube comments.
While we have gacha game debates, it's literally because these people. I went over it. I'll tell you after. They're just insecure. They don't fucking know what to do. They want to put themselves as a position of power in the community so they can get favor and get as many views as possible and villainize anyone else, when in reality they're just fucking bums. That's why. It's fucking stupid. It's
sections
so dumb.
of your own peers. There is genuine fatigue with the direction
soreness.
of this
That'd be
game,
soreness.
and pretending it doesn't exist just because you don't feel
somebody
that
gave
way,
us our
that is
graphics,
not
yeah.
honesty, isn't
Hello,
it,
Say.
Mr. Former Miner? So Flip plays this clip from my older video where I
Former
said,
Miner.
people say filler patches give us
I am
time
a
to
bomb
catch
true
up.
billion. I
No,
hate
that
you,
is just
Stallion.
coping. These updates aren't designed to respect your time, they're designed to waste it. And then he pauses and goes, how does any of this apply to the game? Well, Flip, if you actually watch my video instead of hunting for a soundbite, you would realize that clip comes from the first 3.5 minutes. The section before I even get into 5.4. That part is me talking about filler patches as a concept, not 5.4 directly.
Your intellect.
The former minor shit came from, I believe, because he got into a call with Tectone about a year or two ago, about a week ago, and they got into like a civil conversation. I don't know if it was an argument. I don't know if the conversation went bad. I don't really know, but apparently Flip, I think, started crying, like hyperventilating, and someone's like, dude, I can't believe you spoke to a former minor like that. And Tectone wasn't even yelling at him, to my knowledge. Tectone was just talking to him. Yo, what's good, Gabe? What up, baby? What's good, man? I pulled stream up while I was in bed with Maddie, and she was like, Dennis, what the fuck are you watching right now? How to take a step back? Yeah, no, this and the thing is, Osteo, it's like look, I just want to fucking do my commentary. I want to do my commentary. I want to play my fucking games. When a game is good, I say it's good. When a game is bad, I say it's bad. I want to chill with chat, whatever the case may be. But when you have people spreading lies about other content creators and generalizes other CCs of a completely different space, it's like, okay, at what point do you respond? Because if you don't respond, and this consistently keeps happening, it's like, all right, well, now people think this. And it's like, the guy's just a fucking bum. Just a bum. How do you recover from an event like that? You don't. His Skirk video got like fucking 8K views or some bullshit. Look, I wish the kid nothing but the best. I want him to do well in life. Like, I do. I absolutely do. But he needs to take a step back, get off his fucking high horse, his moral high horse. I said that so weirdly. And fucking lock in and just do something different. And the thing is, his other videos weren't doing bad. Like 22K, 15K. Granted, he only uploaded once a month. 12K, 14K, 10K, 23K. I think he got gaslit by his fucking community. people were saying bullshit. They say lies about all the fucking woo with CCs because they're fucking butthurt that Hoyoverse doesn't love them and Daddy Dawe doesn't pet them at night. And then he's like, you know what? You're right. And then he tried to find and pick any single fucking piece of footage that he found that from any creator. And he said he planned on calling out more people, by the way, makes this video, compiles it, thinks he's fucking cooking, and wants to be the white knight. I mean, someone needs to make a white knight portion on a job application for him and puts this video out so that way he could be the king of Hoyoverse, taking down everyone like Rene wanted to do. And then you come off like a fucking asshole and you're a hypocrite when you do the same fucking thing. I think that's what happened, man. And I think he completely regrets it because you know what? I don't care. What do you expect the reaction to be when you take a bunch of fucking clips out of context from you took 2 clips from me, you took a bunch of clips from Saint and Glaive, put that in the title, you generalized a bunch of woo with CCs. Like, what do you think the reaction's gonna be, bro? And then he gets into a call with Glaive, the nicest femboy in the world, and fucking just folds instantaneously. Oh, I want to make peace. Why'd you make the fucking video then, bro? What the fuck? Like what a dumbass fucking thing. It's like this community is so fucking cooked, and this is why Gacha's miserable. This is why people think, oh, you know, I'm so tired of seeing people shit on my game. Don't fucking watch it, bro. If I shit on Genshin, don't watch it. But now I'm shitting on Genshin because I want to support Koro more. Are you fucking stupid? What the fuck? Holy shit.
Is as weak as your dollar. Failure is your destiny. You are made of stupid.
The video even has bookmarks. You had the tools to understand the context. You just didn't care.
Yeah.
You don't actually have to spend real money to obtain a C0 Varessa, Muulani, Kinich, or Shilonen. They're all strong characters in the meta as well, and you can just grind the primer gems you need to obtain them.
Hello,
like you would
hello,
with
Ren.
any
How
other
are
character
you?
in the game.
Todo despeinado porque no me dio tiempo nada ponerme la chancla y el bañador.
I will pull.
Voy a la playa, había subido la
Press
marea.
on one picture. Bro, 5.6. Look at 5.6 pull income.
Voy a la playa, había subido la marea.
58 pulls free to play. 58 pulls. 58 pulls. Yeah, just pull the character. Just pull the character. I think I might make a video on the Genshin Impact pull income. Yeah, I think I might do that. Just pull the character, 58 pulls. How the fuck are you supposed to get Skirk in her weapon? Dams has been grinding my account since the beginning of Natlan. The beginning of Natlan, bro. I think I had 24,000 Primo Gems. I got Skirk, lost the 50. I won the 50-50, or I think I was on a guarantee. Lost the 50-50 on the weapon. I think I'm left with like 3,000 Primos left. That's more than 58 pulls. That's someone who's been grinding an account for 8 months, 9 months. Just pull the character. Yeah, just pull the character. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Give me more. Why the heck cannot Genshin give the same? Because Genshin, they don't care about Genshin. They don't care about Genshin players. They do not care about you. They don't care about their creators. They're now trying to save grace and reaching out to people frantically, including myself, to make content on the game. And that's why. They don't fucking care, bro. They don't. They just don't. That's it's very simple.
And then you hit me with, you can't assess a patch before it's out. Okay, it is true in theory, but let's not act like 5.4 was some mysterious, unrevealed gift box. Between the livestream, event previews, and how Genshin structures its roadmap, we already knew what kind of patch this was gonna be. And guess what? I was right. Even though you sing praises of how good 5.4 actually was, let's bring in the numbers you conveniently ignored. February 2025, Genshin 5.4 was released. And that same month, lowest peak viewer count in the game's entire history. Minus 32% in average viewership. And those banners? Mizuki and Sijuini? Lowest banner sales of all time. Record-breaking lowest revenue of all time. So
I don't know, man. I think it was a great patch. I thought Mizuki was great. I wasn't going to wait for her to go on the standard banner. I wanted to be able to swirl with her while walking around because I have Kazo, but what was the point for that? I thought Mizuki was fucking amazing, by the way. Loved her.
You say I poisoned the community's view of the patch,
but
it looks like I reflected what was already happening. happening. You can blame me for doom posting, but what about the people who actually stopped playing? 5.4 was so great, you said, but did you just pretend Realm of Tempered Valor didn't exist? You know, the Did You Wish for Mavika event. That thing was so overtuned. It needed a tutorial just to unlock the name card. And before you start talking about skill issues, what skill? The ability to farm enough cracked units and artifacts to meet stat checks? Why not give trial characters so it's actually skill-based and not...
You know what's crazy too? That event I was actually really much looking forward to. The same way I am looking forward to the new combat event. The chat remembers this. I was like, dude, Genshin Impact is dropping a combat event. It might actually be solid. I think it's actually in my YouTube video review of that patch because I reviewed it. And then I played it, and it was 20-second intervals in between each wave. And I said, holy fuck, this is just shilling characters. This is shilling Mavika. They want you to buy Mavika and Silali to clear a wave within 20 fucking seconds as opposed to giving you a minute, 2 minute, however much more time possible. Because the more money you spend, you're incentivized to spend as much money as possible so you can get a 20-second window time frame down. How is that not like... How does someone not see that and be like, yeah, this event's not that good? Like this event's not that good. No, but it was a great patch, by the way. Simply just pull better? Yeah, just pull better. Just pull better. So glad I quit Genshin back at 1.0. It sucks, man, because the beginning experience of Genshin is one of my favorite experiences ever. It really is. Gives a ton of trial characters, try different T formats. Are pretty cool. Yeah, well, Grok, turn him around. Grok, turn him around. Turn him around, brother.
A test of spending money, luck, or burnout grinding. And then Flip went on to say that 5.7 is one of the best patches Genshin has ever had, and tries to use that as proof that I am just performative and I'm not interested in positive updates because I didn't make a video on it. Well, where's your 5.7 video? Are you performing too? Your whole channel is performative because where is the glazing video? Me, I haven't covered 5.7 yet because of real life reasons. Unfortunately, I have a life and that brings a debuff in my career. But I am planning to play the patch first once it goes live before I actually judge the game. Because here's the reality. That same Glaive you called out for judging patches before they drop was the Glaivekiyo 3 months ago. He learned, he waited, he adapted. Because yes, I used to scream and rant about this stuff, but these days, if you watch the recent videos, I only go full on crash out mode when it is actually warranted. I have matured. I have learned to be better. Even if it's only
Appreciate
a little
you,
bit.
Abu.
Can you
Appreciate
say
you,
the
dog.
same thing, Flip? I don't think so. You are still the same guy that called out Tectone 3 years ago and leaving out context that doesn't support your narrative. Now onto the fishing minigame.
Cat, I appreciate you, dog.
Said that
Thank you, brother.
Where?
I appreciate
Literally
you.
where? I never said it needed
you.
defending. I just explained how it works. You are making up fake arguments just to discredit me.
Yup. Another misinfo. Bro's levitating. Bro's fucking levitating.
Also, this whole TCG thing, you are clowning Wuwa content creators, saying we will praise their version of a TCG while hating on Genshin's TCG.
I actually think Genshin's getting an event that's legitimately similar to this, if not almost the exact same copy of this upcoming patch. And I said it looked cool. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but is this patch not having a new TCG-like game like this? Right? KSI? Yeah, KSI's a fucking idiot too, but... people shit on TCG because they said, hey, we don't want to... Yo, what's going on, Master? I appreciate you, dog. Thank you, man. Thank you for the follow. People shit on TCG because of the fact that the game has no content. It lacks tons of content. And instead of making a new Abyss, a new anything, they gave people a TCG, shoved it down their throat. Yo, Cairo, thank you for the follow, brother. I appreciate you, man. Dap me up. So therefore, it's two completely different things. Wuthering Waves, don't get me wrong, I think there should be more endgame content because I think we was fucking dog shit and I don't like thousands of fantasy bullshit. But despite my disdain for some of the endgame, there is genuinely options for things to do when there's like fucking 15 holograms, 16 holograms, right? And so the TCG is an addition to the game as opposed to being a substitute for lack of anything to do. So as Corinna said, hope this helps because clearly there's two very different reasons why both got flack. If Genshin Impact would have added endgame or they would have actually added any type of quality of life, resin bank, unlocking talents, anything, fucking anything from the video I made, people will not care if TCG was made. It also doesn't help when they literally drop an article saying we don't want to give players anxiety, but so here's a TCG game mode. You fucking moron. How do you not get this? You either don't get it because you're just too into the Dawei sauce, or you get it, but you're disingenuous as fuck, and you want to perceive yourself as higher than everyone else. So regardless, you've taken a fat fucking L. But Flip claimed that he liked Tectone in his content, but then proceeded to heart recent comments attacking and accusing Tectone things he never did. Yeah, I mean, well, Flip is a weirdo, bro. Flip is a weirdo. Anxiety did the HP inflation? Yeah, they're giving people anxiety because they just upped the HP by like fucking 4 million or 3 million in a recent thing. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like,
CG. Oh, it is the same event, but because it is on Wuwa, they get praise. But because it is in Genshin, they're gonna hate on it. Beep, 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 beep.
Good job.
Except you didn't even bother to check what Wuwa was actually adding. It is not a TCG. It is closer to teamfight tactics with card-based visuals. You keep calling my takes bad faith assumptions, but your entire video is full of half-context quotes, fake claims, and straight-up misinformation. You want to hold creators like me to a standard, it's okay, but at least follow your own rules. Rules for thee, but not for me. Spoken like a true Hoyoshill. So Flip's whole next argument is basically, these creators never liked Genshin to begin with, and even if the game improves, they will just say it is too late. They lie about caring. Their negativity scares off potential returning players, and that creates a cycle of misinformation.
Can you imagine if someone...
By the way, the comments thing about Tectone, check this briefly.
So you hearted this comment.
Oh, okay. Wait, what is this?
Tectone is purely for entertainment.
My comment hearts from 1 year ago.
Well, yeah, but that means 1 year ago you felt the need to heart this, right?
I heart almost every
You don't heart every comment.
Wait a second. What did that comment say? Tectone is purely for entertainment. The problem is when he speaks because of his massive follower count, there are a lot of people who take his opinions as something valid and true, when more than not, he really doesn't even know what he's talking about. Most of his testing is skewed because he C6 like what every single character, either builds them terribly, will never get what he did with Ayaka, then say I love this character at C6 and they don't do as much as Raiden, they suck, or actually try to build the character, overhype them to absolute shit. Next day the video comes out, so a lot of people are attacking me for XYZ take. I don't know why I got attacked like this all the time. The Ayaka one with Teki was honestly where I just couldn't even watch his content for entertainment anymore. He blatantly built Ayaka so poorly that she's terrible, clunky, and bad. Fast forward, by the way, she's still terrible, clunky, and bad. Fast forward a couple months, he's praising her damage, which pairs with Shenhe, and actually built her somewhat decent, saying how much fucking damage she does by pressing one button, deleting bosses, knows he loves her. Okay.
Right.
I heart almost every
You don't heart every comment.
Do you want to look at almost any of my other videos?
Sure, but the point is, this is how you felt when you made this video.
I mean, not really, because I think in there's probably a...
Some shit just never changes, brother. People change in a year. Yeah, he hasn't. He hasn't changed in 4.
Fell off in Genshin towards like the end of Sumeru, and when they wanted to get back into Genshin, they see a video like this. A video filled with so much doom posting and lies and misinformation. They would never want to touch the game because they don't think it's progressed ever.
Flip. Thank you so much for looking out for the players that want to come back. We're going to give you a participation trophy this month for how generous you are for the community. The things you're giving back and making sure that the average Joe that quit 4 years ago, 3 years ago, his name is Bobby. Thank you so much for getting Bobby back into the game. You need to go on YouTube and scour every single video to make sure no one says anything bad. So that way you can get them back in. Thank you so much, sweetheart. What the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is he doing, bro? Holy shit. Do you think of the damage you've done to someone like Sekapoko or Mtash or fucking Tectone or Zajef or what's-his-face, Tenha, by your fucking thumbnails? You complete fucking idiot. He's lying to you. Zayok's court. What if someone saw this fucking thumbnail about Zayok, who I don't even fucking like? It's like, wait, why would I watch him? He's a liar. Crime scene, do not cause. Don't let him cook. He's lying. I don't even fucking like Zajef. I think Zajef's a fucking idiot. Why would anyone, if someone saw your thumbnail that's still up, your inflammatory thumbnail of these people, do you think that maybe they would not want to watch them and have a negative perception about them? If someone sees your thumbnail about my two friends and then sees my dumbass face in your video, what fucking message do you think that gives? You fucking idiot. Bro is actually fucking delusional. This space is filled with so many soft fucking pussies that can't even think straight. It's not that deep, it's a joke. Oh, yeah, I might have went a little too far. Bro, you bent the knee so fast. I don't care. What the fuck? You're just as bad, if not worse, than every other motherfucker you're talking about. You made a video about a game you never fucking played. You just played Wuwa for the first fucking time. By your own words. By your own fucking words. This ain't even about games. I don't give a fuck if this is Wuwa, if this is Genshin. This is about you being a disingenuous little shithead. Bro was going crazy because he thought that Saint didn't have a C6 Alhaitham and Glaive didn't play the fucking game, but you could drop a video from a fucking year ago about something you never played and then call all CC's cucks from the Wuwa side. Bro, you a fucking bitch. I'm good. I'm fucking amazing. I'm amazing because it highlights how fucking dog shit there's content creators in this space. How fucking dog shit they are. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. I'm chilling, brother. I'm fucking chilling. But this guy is a fucking bum. Straight up, that's it. He's a fucking bum. Ethan, why are you so pressed? It wasn't that serious. Motherfucker, if it wasn't that serious, why'd you make the video? Why'd you make the video? You made the video so that way you would make sure that people can come back to play the game? That's what you said. Your words, not mine. Well, you know, it wasn't that bad. Okay. Bro, this is why so many narratives get floated around the gacha scene. This is the reason. This is the reason. And it's not just Flip. It's everyone. It's every motherfucker who's being disingenuous, and especially about other creators and their other takes. You should at least try to present the other person as normal as possible. Look, yesterday, I didn't agree with Arakado's video. I like Arakado. I was kind. God bless, brother. I hope you well. You can come back to my chat anytime. I didn't fuck with the video. Thought it was corny. Whatever. You know, I watched the SAG-AFTRA video. I react to the SAG-AFTRA video. Bro is actively spreading misinformation about Wuwa to his chat. And then after that, gets mad about dumb shit. Hey, anyone correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, I'll do that. Sure. Absolutely. Right? VARs. Spreading misinformation. Okay, let's correct that. HC Casual. The biggest fucking ego on God's green earth. Makes the most dog shit video. One of the most dog shit videos I've ever fucking seen. Right? And then after that, it gets attacked because of the fact that it's ass. It's like, well, okay. Like, I just... The space is just fucking tiring, man. It's just a tiring space. The space is fucking stupid. It's just so sad. It's so sad this is what we've come to. It's so sad this is what this is, honestly.
And then they can go on to part
What
this
up, furry?
information, fueled by any of the feelings they may have had when they left the game.
Quit that gay shit.
What up,
Anyways,
Dre?
I don't know if your sign company's reliable. It's to check their lead time.
Who the hell are you to decide who cares about a game?
What's good,
You
Dre?
think
What's
just
good,
because
brother?
I criticize Genshin, I don't care about it? That is lazy. That is
Dude, what a
projection.
fucking
And frankly,
idiot,
that is a
man.
reach so far.
Love you,
Your
Tony.
shoulders dislocated. I care
you,
about
Tony.
Genshin enough to keep making videos about it. I care enough to call out the problems when it's safer not to. I care
No,
enough to
VAR's
want
been
it to
killing it. VAR's
improve,
been killing
even
it
when the
lately.
developers
VAR's been
clearly
killing it.
don't seem to be listening. And you're gonna go post again, saying I'm incentivized for money, for hating Genshin. Oh, it's the meta. I get more views talking about Wuwa. Why would I make Genshin videos if I don't care? Don't mistake criticism for hate, because if I didn't care, I would just leave. I would just make Wuwa videos. I would just go play literally anything else and never mention this game again. But that is not gonna happen because I care about the game. I am still here. And you want to talk about
I care, but I'm
scaring people
farming.
away from the game. Boo.
Fuck 'em.
Okay, what scared them more? Me saying that the patch is dry or the game being dry? Let's talk real world example, okay? There is a huge content creator, I'm not gonna say who, but if you know, you know, genuinely hyped up to play Genshin Impact.
Yo,
He gives
sorry,
Genshin
I'm like a
a shot after
hangnail.
playing Wuthering Waves, and he taps out in 3 hours. Straight up said Wuwa is better in every aspect. Are you gonna blame me for that too? So what is your story now, Flip? Are you gonna keep pointing fingers at content creators forever? Or are you ever gonna turn that energy towards
Nicholas
the actual
Light,
devs?
baby.
Have I seen a video about you
Nicholas
criticizing
Light,
Genshin
baby.
Impact devs? No, I don't think saying so? I see. Okay. I'm gonna remind you, Genshin is a multi-billion-dollar franchise. They have the money, the team, the data, and yet basic player requests, stuff that we have been shouting about since Mondstadt, still gets ignored. I have made a whole video titled, "After 5 years, Genshin players are still begging for these fixes." I hope you give this video a watch and tell me, Flip, which one of those fixes actually happened. Spoiler alert, none of them. You think I'm stopping people from returning? No, man. The game itself is. But I'm the villain because I said it out loud? Nah. I am done playing scapegoat for a company that rakes in record-breaking revenue and gives crumbs back. If that makes me negative, fine. At least I am honest. If you want Genshin to grow, you should start holding the people who can actually make that happen accountable. Finally, you call me out for calling Jeff out of all people a Hoyoshill, when in your opinion, he is not. And for everyone still watching this far, you
Dude, Jeff only makes content about Genshin Impact. Just because he shits on the game doesn't mean he's not a Hoyoshill, right? So realistically speaking, and I will give Jeff credit because Jeff does shit on the game pretty consistently, but he also makes a lot of guides, whatever, etc., etc. But that is the only game he plays. That's the only game he streams. He might play Hades or some shit every now and then. He's a Hoyoshill because he is Hoyo-coded and has publicly made statements about Wuthering Waves and other gacha games, shitting on it, but then having those same exact problems Genshin, if not worse, and says, that's why I won't play Woowa. I mean, like, that's why you're a Hoyoshill. That's the reason. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with being a Hoyoshill. By all means, go fucking play your game. Have fun. Nobody cares. The problem is when people like you and that dumbass SAG-AFTRA video try to make these narratives and then people get upset. That's the problem. I know tons of creators that I fucking love. I love so much. I won't say their fucking names so they don't get heat for being friends with me, because that shit happens all the time, that play the game, want to play the game, enjoy it, don't want to get involved in commentary, content, or anything. They want to play their fucking game, run around with Kachina and fucking Mualani or whoever the fucking Natlin and love their life. And that's fine. There's objectively nothing wrong with that. The problem is when you try to villainize other people for speaking out about the game. And then your misinformation that you said was misinformation isn't misinformation. The only thing in your video that might have had a little bit of validity was a contract thing, which, by the way, Glaive doesn't bring up, but I'll bring up the contract they offered me in a little bit once we get to the end of this. That's the problem. I want you to understand you are the problem. Like, you are actually the problem. Absolutely.
You already know the pattern by now. No context, there's no nuance. Just look at the thumbnail, look at the title, ignore the actual points made, and then fire off a 1 hour call out video like it's a court case. But let's talk about that Jeff video. What did he actually say? His entire take was basically, they copied the things I hate about Genshin, so I'm not playing Wuthering Waves, while still playing Genshin. How does that make any sense, Flip? That is the exact definition of what I meant by Hoyoshill behavior. He might not be a Hoyoshill to you, but in that video, he definitely acted like a Hoyoshill. Now don't get it twisted. I'm not saying Jeff is the biggest Genshin bootlicker alive. No, it's not even close. Because honestly, Flip, I think you might hold that title. Jeff just gave an L take and that kind of pissed me off and I move on. But you, on the other hand, made a full-length expose trying to frame criticism as evil. You blame people like me for Genshin's bad reception. Like this game isn't run by one of the most resourced studios in the industry. You spent more time dissecting my tone than the actual issues that I brought up. That is not defending the game anymore. That is defending a brand. And that is where the real problem lies. So Flip, you made an hour-long video to call me a liar, a villain, a manipulator, poisoning the community with doom posting. And for what? Because I criticized a dry patch? Because I pointed out systems that have been broken for years? Because I dared to compare two games? Oh. And in doing that, you lied. You took clips out of context. You ignored entire sections of my video. Chapters clearly labeled, by the way, and built this Frankenstein version of me that only exists in your head. You accused me of harming the community, but you are the one creating a culture where criticism equals treason, where calling out a billion-dollar company is seen as more dangerous than the company never listening in the first place. You say I deter people from playing Genshin, but if one video is enough to make someone quit, maybe the game had a retention problem before I showed up. You call me performative while sitting on a throne of bad faith arguments, misquotes, and reaction bait, pretending you are defending the game when really you are just defending your feelings. And the irony, you accuse me of not playing the game.
Dude, I hate Destiny 2 because Destiny 2 had the potential to be a good video game. I hate the Destiny franchise as a whole, and now I hate Bungie. Why did I hate that? Because that was the game that got me into content creation. I love the Destiny. I've played Destiny for thousands of hours, like actively thousands of hours. I wouldn't be able to tell you. So I got downgraded Etheria. Yeah, I got downgraded EGO, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep playing Etheria. But yeah, Hold on. Let's finish this
you
off.
never
and
gave
go over
me
the
credit
contract
where
they
it's
showed
due,
me.
and not talking about improvements. But when it comes to my actual recent content, the stuff where I do praise Hoyoverse for good changes, where I do reflect, where I do evolve, you completely ignore all of it because you were never interested in the truth. You just wanted a villain. And here I am, Glaivekiyo. I am convenient. But here is the difference between you and me. I don't need to twist your words to prove a point. I let the data speak. And most importantly, I'll let people decide for themselves. No echo chambers, no cult-like purity test for liking a game, just honest critique, good or bad. So Flip, if you're done turning people into scapegoats to avoid looking at the real problem, maybe we can finally have a real conversation about Genshin's future. Although after this bad faith video, I don't think I ever want to talk to you anymore. But anyways, that is all from me, Glaivekiyo, and I will see you in the next
Glaive. So Glaive didn't bring up anything about the contract stuff. Here's what I'll say. This was something that my agency, they got messaged by Hoyoverse directly, and it wasn't set in stone because I declined it the next day. But it wasn't set in stone, so it's not a physical contract that I could leak, but I could leak the DMs and the payout structure that was provided to me. And so this is it. Explanation, 4 parameters. Mind you, I don't think it says it in this DM. I couldn't find the other DM, but so here, let's go over this. Parameters. 4 parameters: number of videos, number of views, videos with more than 10k views, flat fee. Flat fee is $500. You receive it regardless of how many videos you release and the number of views. Number of videos, you receive the payment based on the table below, which we'll go over. Number of views, the same. You have table below. Views with videos with more than 10k, extra $300 for each video that goes more than 10k, which is fucking diabolical, but okay. I added an example for the calculation scenario when you release 10 videos in 1 month, getting a total of 55k views, and one video had more than 10k. Total payout would be $2,300. Let me know your thoughts. Now, keep in mind, this is not said here, but they wanted my content to be a majority Hoyoverse. Majority Genshin. It wasn't even Hoyoverse, it was Genshin. So I'd have to completely switch up my structure of content, and I would have to stream Genshin more than Wuwa. I'd have to put out more, any type of fucking Genshin, Wuwa video I have to put out, I have to double it with Genshin, right? So example, general 500 base fee. So 10 videos, 55Ks, one video more than 10K. Flat fee, number of videos would be 1,000. So flat fees 500, number of video would be 1,000. Extra 300, this is if I get one with 10K. Total views 500, total 2,600. So number of videos, so it would go up to $3,000. Total videos 200K plus could go up to $2,000. This would be the maximum I could make with my contract. Now, granted, this seems decent, but it's not. It's not good money for the effort and for me to rebrand my whole thing. And again, I declined this the very next day. Maybe I'll make a whole video breaking this down, but this is not a good thing. Now, obviously, if I would have, and this is a misplay on my part, I should have said have them send me a full contract so I could have went over it in detail and then exposed it. That's what I should have done, realistically. I should have done that, but I didn't. I wasn't thinking like I don't want to do this. I don't want to fucking do that. I'm good. I don't want to fucking sell out for what, $500 bare minimum a month. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here. So this is what I was provided with, and this is not enough. And there's been physical proof of Hoyoverse stopping people from playing Genshin Impact, right? If you look to Ryugu Sensei, where Ryugu Sensei in Japan, now watch this motherfucker or other people in the comment section say it doesn't matter because it happened in Japan, which is fucking crazy. There was someone, Narumashi, I don't know how to fucking pronounce this person's name. We'll see it in a moment. Hoyoverse stopped them from playing Wuthering Waves. And I believe terminated their contract or something along the lines where the contract broke because of that. Where is it? HSR sucks, yada, yada, yada. Nerumero. They're denying facts about Nerumero. Genshin Impact says I'm lying. Nerumero. Okay. Hoyoverse scandal in Japan. It's worse than you think. Nerumero full contacts. This is a Japanese VTuber with, I think, 500 plus subs. Pretty much saying don't play Wuthering Waves or you're going to get some sort of penalty. So please keep in mind that at the end of the day, don't try to grandstand. Don't be a piece of shit. And everyone's allowed to have their opinion. And don't fucking attack people if you don't even fucking know what you're talking about. Right? You look fucking stupid. Congratulations. Now you look like the biggest fucking piece of shit in Gacha. Is what it is, man. But as you said, I don't care. See you on the next one.